Hello everyone and welcome to another review. Today we're going to go ahead and touch on a fragrance that was released back in 2016. The fragrance we're talking about today is called Bvlgari Man Black Orient. Now this is the box and the presentation. It's got the Bvlgari Black Orient and it has black and gold on it. Interesting. Now it also has instructions on the inside of how to use this, right? So this is the bottle and these instructions are important. It's basically twist. The reason being is also beautiful bottle, but the reason being is this cap or this top is a twist. What that means is if you twist it to the right, it locks the fragrance. You can't spray it. But if you twist it back to the left and you spray it, it's there. Sorry, I kind of just sprayed all over my controller. But either way, so you lock it back there and we are good to go. So this bottle, interesting. I really do like the design. It comes in two main sizes, 100 milliliter, I believe, and a 50 milliliter. This is the 100 milliliter. You can actually purchase this at Notino. If you look down below, you can find a great deal for this fragrance. So check it out. You'll get a great price on it, and it is there. All right? So without any further ado, let's get right into the actual notes of the fragrance. Now, notes of the fragrance are listed on screen. The biggest takeaway with this scent are the three main notes that this consists of, and that drive this scent. It's oud, leather, and rum. Those three notes make it up, and I have to say, fragrances I'm noticing that use the rum note and use an alcoholic note sometimes go a little weird on me. This one does not have it. I actually really do like the rum scent, and this is probably one of the closer scents to an actual rum type vibe or a Caribbean rum type vibe than any of the other scents that I've actually smelled. It reminds me in many ways of the original Express Reserve bottle and the way that the whiskey and the alcoholic note feels more genuine. So that's very positive on this. You spray it on and you immediately get those three kind of notes mixed in. You can tell the rum that's right there. You can tell you've got a nice, beautiful, smooth leather scent. That's the real takeaway from this. It's really smooth. This is a really smooth scent. It's not as spicy as I thought it was going to be. With a name like Black Orient, I thought it was going to be spicier than it was advertised. It does have a little bit of a slight tinge. You get a little bit of that cardamom note in this fragrance, but the oud, leather, and rum really run away with this fragrance, and it's a smooth, pleasant, sensual experience with this fragrance. So absolutely fantastic on that. As the fragrance develops a little bit more, you do start to get a little bit more of a spiciness to it. And I'll also caution you, it does smell a little bit different on your clothes than it does on your skin. This tends to mix with your skin a little bit better than your clothes, and on your clothes it actually tends to come off a little bit spicier. So that should be noted as well. Now spray-wise, I go about 3 sprays with this fragrance, sometimes up to 5, just because I actually really do like the scent, and it is smooth enough that you can pull it off with even more sprays than 5. So, but I recommend about 5. This is a good fragrance to wear all year round. It's not too heavy. It has staying power, so it has good projection, good longevity lasting me over 8 hours easily, and very solid in that regards. Now as far as occasion goes, I think this is a good date fragrance, but I also think this is a versatile enough fragrance that you can wear it to work, you can wear it in casual situations. This can double as a signature scent. It's on the darker side, but it's good enough and it's versatile enough that it can double as a signature scent. Which, speaking of which, it's great for all ages. It's one that can last. However, if you're going to wear it in more casual situations, you might want to tone down the sprays. Take it down to like 2 sprays and you'll be perfectly fine. Now, as far as compliments goes, this is a compliment getter. It's not a huge compliment getter, but I think it'll do pretty decent, especially for average day purposes or everyday purposes. This has that vibe that, gives off compliments. It's one that's very sensual, that, just attracts people and attracts you to them and them to you and vice versa. So it's excellent in that regard. So keep a lookout for it. So if I'm going to go ahead and give this fragrance a rating, I give this fragrance a rating 4 out of 5 stars. This is a solid release from the house of Bvlgari, and a lot of times the house is overlooked. But this is a reminder of what this fragrance can actually do. I like the Bvlgari Aqua line. I've always thought they were pretty decent fragrances. And this one, the Bvlgari, the black line, I haven't really been too impressed with, but I think this is my favorite one out of the bunch. Sensual, has that rum vibe that I absolutely love. It's got that leather, it's just smooth, and it's just absolutely fabulous. Now, A strike that it does have going against it as far as the fragrance itself is it is a little bit difficult to acquire. But again, I left a note down below or a link down below so you can check it out at Notino if you want to go ahead and purchase it. It also is of obviously, you know, the designer and dark line, so it does kind of have almost a common-ish theme, you know, kind of going to it. Surprisingly, I did see this on Fragrantica, so I cannot take credit for this. It does, in a way, the smoothness reminds me of Gucci Pour Homme 2. It really does. I was scrolling down, I saw the comment, and I was like, yeah, that's absolutely correct. It does remind me of Gucci Pour Homme 2. Now, I know one has a tea-like vibe, and one could say that this has a tea-like vibe, but, you know, I don't know, I can't really place it, but they really do remind me of each other. So that's what I mean when I say smoothness. All right? So if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free. Leave me a message, send me a note, do whatever you got to do. Remember, go to the site down below if you're interested in purchasing this fragrance and check it out at Notino. All right? Thank you guys. Take care of yourselves, and you guys have a great day.